Hey Sandra, I am so excited to be recording this social media audit for you. I'm going to go through your Facebook and Instagram accounts and share with you, first of all, my initial impression of your brand and how to start leveraging social media to build brand authority, boost your engagement, and really use social media as a tool and a free resource to be building your business. So I wanted to start here on your personal profile. And I know that we are friends. Actually, we're not friends. So this is something that I would have you consider when you are using social media to grow your business. Some people will jump on this and some people will not. It's really up to your preference. But what I have seen in Facebook particularly is that the personal accounts on Facebook get so much more engagement and a higher up in the algorithm than a business page. So I know you also have a business page and I'll go through that. But what I would do at the very least with your personal account, if you're not going to be posting there regularly, I would optimize your account to show who you are, what you do, and who you help within the first few scrolls here. So because we're not friends, this is actually great because it's not going to show all of the details that you maybe have public on your profile to your friends. So what I would say here is we want to upload a cover photo that is representing what your business is. So on your business page, I see that you have something here with your logo. It has a photo of you. It shows your space where people can book with you. And so I would do something similar on your personal page so that when people are seeing you, for example, in the Boston Business Women's group, they know right away who you are, what you do. Whether or not you add them as a friend or a connection on Facebook is up to you, but we want to really be able to send people to your business. So your cover photo here, if I click on it, this would be a great place to talk about your business and then have a link to your website in the comments. You can also update your bio and your about section. So if I go here, it doesn't show anything, which is fine if you want to really remain private, but I would at least put your website link in here so that people can find that. Again, if they are going through your profile just from finding you in a Facebook group, we want them to be able to find your business. So that's your personal profile. I could dive into that a bit more if I were your friend, and I'll show you on my profile how I've done some of these things. And then for your business page, it looks like you have just over 1,000 followers, which is great. You have an intro here. I would, for messaging, make this a bit more of a clear call to action or a bold statement telling them exactly what you want them to do. Something along the lines of book a session with me here. Here's exactly what you're going to get. Do you have a loved one in heaven you would like to hear from? I think that this is good. It's maybe just a little too vague. So get really specific with people on what messages you're going to share, what type of healing they can expect. Just be very clear in that messaging in this bio. We have your phone number here and your website. I'm actually going to click on your website just to see what we've got going on here. Okay, so I love this photo of you. I'm seeing lots of events, which is great. This is just giving me some insight into your business a little bit here. Book a reading, events, calendar, about me, leave a review. So basically what we want to do with your Facebook page is really turn it into the storefront of your business and take the information that's on your site and make it really clear and accessible here. So I see you have some upcoming events. I think that's great. And then as far as your posting goes, it looks like you're posting some more events. We have inspirational content, motivational quotes, more events. So I think the events are great. And it looks like you're using maybe some of the photos that these venues are sharing with you. I see a testimonial, which is awesome. I'm just looking through the captions here as well. I really love this photo of you, this purple photo of you. Okay, and then I'm going to pop over to Instagram because I want to compare these two side by side and looking at kind of the overall look of your accounts and the branding. So something that is really important when it comes to social media is first impressions. We have less than 30 seconds to capture somebody's attention, and in that time we want to make it really clear to them why you are the person that they should work with and how you can help them. So on your feed right now, I do see a lot of events, which is great to have that brand authority and credibility being built. What I would love to see more of is content that's directly from you, that speaks to what you do, why you are the person that people should hire as their medium. I think the testimonials are a good thing to be adding to your feed. And I love the photos of you that are in here, so I would love to see more forward-facing photos of you without a lot of this text and like the visuals for the event. I think that these are good to add in, but we want to add some more variety here of content that you are creating. I think you'll see a lot more engagement in that way. And it will make your feed a bit more curated as well and on brand, if you will. So if I go to your site here, I see a lot of blue. And then if I look at your photos, I see a lot of pink and purple and some blue as well. So what I recommend for my clients is to have a set of brand guidelines and then to create graphics and visuals that follow those guidelines so that when you are creating content for social media, it's really easy to share who you are, what you do from a visual standpoint in addition to the messaging. So curating your feed, definitely something that will be helpful here, both on Instagram and on Facebook, because even though Facebook is something that we scroll and we see within other posts, we really want to build brand recognition. So if I go to your photos over here, I can see you, which is great in building brand recognition, but we want to really leverage that with some more of the visuals, with your brand colors, with your logo, and just adding some of that essence of what you do. Some of these events are not super medium focused, like I see food, and so it's confusing for somebody who maybe doesn't know you on what you do. Like I might think that you're a real estate person just looking at this photo right here. So that's just something to keep in mind, is really making it clear from a visual standpoint as well as the messaging. And then for Instagram specifically, some of the things that you can do to just help with building your positioning on the platform is to add in a bio here, similar to what you would do on Facebook in your About section, this intro, but adding it here so that people go to your account and in these first few sentences, they know who you are and what you do. So I will pull mine up just for an example, both Facebook and Instagram. So you can see on my Instagram account, I have exactly what I do: stopping burnout for visionaries and spiritual entrepreneurs, long-term income strategies, branding, marketing, and alignment. And then I have a very clear call to action that says start here, and then it goes to my links. So that's something to always be keeping in mind when you're creating a bio, is you want to be directing people from social media to your website or to your next event, wherever that call to action is going to be. So that's for Instagram. And then if we go over to Facebook, and I'll show you my personal and my business profiles. So this is my personal profile, and I have it upgraded to the professional account or creator's account. So I do get to see my analytics, and I have different insights when I'm posting. So it does treat my personal page very similarly to a professional business page. So you can see here, this is kind of what I meant with having a photo of your offer or your business. So this is an offer that I'm sharing right now. We're launching that this week, and so I'll have more information here, but we have the URL, and it's very easy for people to come to my profile and see what I do. I have an intro here. I have my history in here. A lot of my personal details in here. Again, that is up to your own discretion on what you want to share. And then very easy links for people to get to my Instagram and my website. Something that you'll see on my feed is that I do a variety of posting. And it's easier to see on Instagram than it is on Facebook. So we're doing static feed posts, storytelling posts, and this is a framework that I do for all of my clients and teach them, is really having content pillars, but also having a strategy of um, engagement focused posts where you're really trying to build that engagement, inspirational type posts that are easily shareable. We want your strong points of view in your posts or things that you really feel passionately about. We want your sales posts, and then we also want educational type posts. We want the posts where you're teaching people either more about what you do or how to do something that is in your industry. So, for example, I have a Canva tutorial here on my feed that I posted just last week, and then I have a sales post, and then I have a storytelling post, and you can kind of see the flow of that in my feed, as well as just posting engagement style short form content. I do teach this in the Visionary Visibility masterclass, and I can certainly send these slides to you. It breaks it down from educational, inspirational, engaging, and polarizing. And that is just a good framework to have when you are planning out your content. But going back to the accounts themselves, the biggest thing is building brand authority, both from a visual perspective. So you can see here, I have a lot of the same colors. I have the same fonts and graphics that are flowing together. So it's really clear that this is something that I've created for my audience. And I am very forward facing in my content. You can see a lot of my face. That is something, especially if you are a service provider, that really helps with building that relationship and trust with your audience. And really just leveraging any photos that you have of yourself that are professional is going to help also build your brand authority too. So I hope this is helpful. I know that that is a lot to consider and take in and then implement. The first thing that I would consider doing is making sure that your profiles are optimized from a standpoint of if somebody came to your profile for the very first time, if they were given your name, would they know who you are and what you do and how you help them? So updating your bios, making sure that your last few posts are really clear in your business. Outside of these events, I think these events are great, but maybe not so much in building engagement and community with your following. And then from there, looking at your content and posting strategy. Let me know if you have any questions or clarifications that you need on anything, and I will chat with you very soon.